Hey everybody, Matt Scalogli here with SRP Medical Marketing, and I want to talk to you today about the 10 commandments of running a successful and profitable cash-based medical practice. And today I'm going to talk to you about commandment number 1. And now before you get all kind of wigged out about, is he going to proselytize or whatever that word is, or evangelize? No, I think it's just a great way though to kind of really drive home this point of you really need to have rules and laws in your head when it comes to how you're going to be marketing and growing your cash-based medical practice, or if you're starting a cash-based medical practice. So let's talk about the first commandment. And the first commandment is you have to have a match for message to market. You have to match the message to your market. Now, what do I mean by that? I want you to think of it this way. Think of it like matching bait to critter. Now, I don't hunt. I've been fishing a couple of times. I'm not much of a outdoorsman. I don't have a problem with it. I just never really grew up doing it. But this was explained to me many, many years ago from the standpoint of fishing. So let's say that you're going to go fishing and you want to fish for bass. Well, that's a freshwater fish. And so you're going to use a different rod, a different reel, a different line, and a different bait / lure. Than if you were going to be going deep sea fishing. Now, I have done both. I've done bass fishing. I've done deep sea fishing. And I will tell you, they're two very different types of fish. When you are doing deep sea fishing, you're using heavy weights. You are using live bait. And that bait's really big, and you're putting it through a couple of hooks, and the line is really, really heavy. It's a very different type of process. And so the bait that you're using when you fish is it's the message to your market. So the market is the fish and the bait is the message. That's why we want to match the bait to critter, as my mentor Dan Kennedy likes to say. So the next thing is you have to be very clear about who is your market. So it's not everybody, okay? Your market is not everybody from 18 to 105, okay? Let's just say, for example, I have a client of mine that is in regenerative medicine. A lot of my clients are in regenerative medicine. And to differentiate himself, he is working purely with patients. He's the expert of knees. So if you have knee issues and you want to do regenerative medicine, you go see him. So all of his messaging is about knees. Now, he can certainly do backs. He can certainly do necks. He can do elbows. He can do shoulders. But his core is the knee. And that's his messaging. He talks all about the pain and the issues that somebody deals with regards to that issue. When we had the erectile dysfunction clinics, we were doing 8 hormone replacement therapy for men. We very easily could have done HRT for women, but we didn't because it would have messed up our messaging. It would have, because you can't have the same conversation to women about HRT that you can to men. There are a lot of similarities, but there's different nuances about how you do it. So you have to really be clear about who is your market. Your market is going to fall into 3 key segments, okay? So, and those segments it is going to be men or women, generally. You're going to have some ages, you're going to have some demographics, but you also want to talk about what are their problems, okay? You need to be really clear about what are their top 3 issues that they're dealing with in order for you to create really great messaging to them. All right. So here's the thing that I want to leave you with in this very tight video. And that is this. If you do not have a clear message where the end result to the patient is crystal clear, that I'm not asking you to guarantee the result, but I'm saying if you can't communicate what that end result is going to look like, is going to feel like to your prospect, then you are wasting your time. Let me give you another example of this. So when we owned the erectile dysfunction clinics, our messaging was very, very simple. And it was this: come into the clinic one time, meet with the doctor, get a test dose. If you don't see results within 12 minutes, you owe us nothing. That's our guarantee to you. Now, our office visit was $199. So that was a very clear message. We had a very clear message to men who had erectile dysfunction. We were very clear on our market. They were 45 plus. We really weren't interested in guys that were under 45. We got a few of them, but we didn't target them. And we were very clear about the result that they were going to get. Now, sometimes you can't do the exact same thing with regenerative or HRT because you've got to have some time to see the result. But I think you get the gist. So let me give you an example. I'll leave you with this last example for one of my doctors that does really high-end precision medicine. And that market, that message that they have is geared specifically to executives who are 45 plus, who are making 200 plus K a year. And the messaging that we have talks specifically around their energy, their ability to focus, and most importantly, that they don't have to keep looking over their shoulder that the young guns are going to come take their high-paying job, because there's not many of those. So they want to be able to keep those. So that kind of messaging, it really clears them out. It's like, hey, these are the people that we're looking for. And you can start to then talk to them specifically about their issues. Okay, if you have not had an opportunity to book a call with me, just below this video is a button where you can book a call. But I'll be sending out these, and you'll get commandment number 2 in just a couple of days. Be on the lookout for that. Have a great day.